everybody, Elizabeth Alligood here, and I'm with Justin. He is
Hello.
the owner of Orange Door Spaces. So, Justin, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you created this company.
Yeah, so me and my wife Eliza created Orange Door Spaces kind of as like a follow through Orange Door Stays, which is our vacation rental management company. So we
Okay.
operate a bunch of Airbnbs throughout LA, and we had this opportunity at Orange Door Spaces, which is a 25,000 square foot space, used to be an H&M clothing store. And we basically came across this space and we were like, this is such an exciting opportunity. What could we do with it? And so we hadn't actually planned to start a business like this, but we basically were like, we have all the furniture, we have all the expertise. Let's just start something cool out of it. So we came up with a business model, we developed it, and then we launched Orange Door Spaces. And so the idea of Orange Door Spaces is that you can come here as an entrepreneur, you can just work, you can have space to work, you can have space to sit down at a desk and just have meetings. It's really heavily focused on content creation. So throughout the space, you can make content. This space right here is designed mostly for podcasts, so you can come and make podcasts. And then we also have a lot of private events, whether it's birthday parties or whatever kind of parties here. And I think the whole kind of goal with Orange Door Spaces has been, let's create a space so that people can come and do the things that they want to do and not have to worry about where am I going to go? What am I going to do? Where am I going to find the light? Like it's just everything is here. Just come and create or be productive or have fun.
And how did you guys come up with the name Orange Door Spaces?
Yeah, that's a great question. So Orange Door is so we have this house in Ladera Heights, which is near Culver City. And so it's a mid-century home. And we bought that as our first property, me and my wife, before we had kids. And my wife tells this story better, but we had this house in like, when you first buy these houses, your first home, you don't have a ton of money to do a lot of renovations. So we were like, we got to do some paint upgrades. So it had these really cool mid-century doors, and they were just kind of an ugly color. And so my wife was like, let's pick some colors, change it up. So she painted it this orange color. And the idea was like that actually led to our first Airbnb. And then that, continued to build on. So it was like this change that we made with this orange door resulted in opening the opportunities to do like so much more in life. And so me and my wife both worked corporate jobs. She worked in advertising. I worked at Google for like 15 years. And so that orange door represents like the opportunities that one small change can make like such a big difference in your life.
And can open up more doors.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. And then you were just telling me that you have another space that's coming up.
Yeah. So we're currently developing another space in Lawndale. And I think what Orange Door in general, whether it's Orange Door Space or Orange Door Spaces does well, is we kind of like reimagine ways to essentially monetize space.
Yeah.
Right. And so this place in Lawndale has been empty for a long time. It's this really cool kind of industrial space. I think it used to be like a kind of like an antique store at some point. And so we saw it and we're like, well, what can we do with the space? It's centrally located in Lawndale. And so what we decided was we were going to build a space that's more focused on content creation.
Okay.
And so a space that's like, there's so many people that are like living in the South Bay. And even if it's like interviews for athletes or interviews for whatever, like they don't really want to travel very far. So like the fact that they can drive 10 minutes to the space in Lawndale, have an interview, have a shoot, like that's really what our goal is. So we'll heavily promote that on Peerspace.
Yeah, especially with gas prices nowadays.
Exactly.
People don't really want to go far.
People don't want to sit in traffic, right?
Yeah.
So it's like so easy to get to.
This is such a cool space, guys. There's over 25,000 square feet. You can do all of your work here, have meetings, do your podcasts, create content, get out of your house.
Yep.
And have a great time.
Just be productive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate it.